Hey, how's everybody doing? I feel so weird sitting here, like talking to myself. Um, yeah, so I just wanted to just I hate saying like, oh, I just wanted to pop in, but um, yeah, I just wanted to sort of hop on here and talk a little bit about Mercury Retrograde because it's been kicking my ass, and I'm sure it's been kicking all of your asses as well. So yeah, I figure I'll just hang out here for a moment and see if anyone shows up, and if not, I'm just gonna talk anyways. But yeah, so oh, hold on a second. My cat. Oh my god, my animals are being so crazy today. This is my cat. This is Sigurd. He apparently wants to be involved in this live stream. What are you doing? Can you like just get comfortable for a minute? Pets, they're crazy. So yeah, I'm just gonna dive in. Let's talk about Mercury retrograde. And I think you guys can like go back and like watch this whenever. So, it doesn't really matter who's here and who's not. Oh my god, cat! I swear to God. See this motherfucker? Look at him. Like what the frick? Anyway, yeah. So Mercury retrograde. I made a post in the Facebook group about how, like, I lost my keys, I'm forgetting to reply to messages, just all this stuff is happening. I bought an online course today that I couldn't access because, will you stop it? He's literally biting my hand now because he wants my attention. But, yeah, so I bought this course, I couldn't log into it, and, like, it's just been this whole... Will you stop? Yeah, it's been this whole thing. And I just want to say, like, just remember to be patient and gentle with yourself right now. It's tough, like, I always tell people to, like, enjoy this time because it's quiet, and that's when everything is quiet, and it's amazing. Enjoy kind of not getting texts and emails and phone calls from people because people are going to be forgetting to send them anyways. And don't make any big decisions right now. Like, if you can help it, like, don't sign any contracts, don't, well, I just set this down for a second. Okay. Don't sign any contracts, don't make any, like, big, life-changing decisions, if you can help it. If for whatever reason you can't, then, I really encourage people to, like, not just double check, but, like, triple check everything, before doing doing those things. And also, like, I feel like everyone always thinks that Mercury retrograde is, like, this thing where, like, you can't go outside, you can't do anything, like, don't leave your house, don't travel. But, like, really, it's not that, like, the world's gonna end or you're gonna explode or anything bad's gonna happen. Really just, try to be more mindful, like, especially when you're driving. Like, I'm not saying you're going to get into a car accident, but things like car accidents do happen more because we're so in our heads during this time. And this is a time for planning. Like, this is a time for planning on what you're gonna do. I keep getting these, like, little itches on my face and stuff, and I'm like the type of person I can't just ignore it. But anyways, we're in our heads, we're going back, we're revisiting, planning, reflecting, and so, pay attention to what comes up for you during this time. Like, someone I talked to recently, like, they were reflecting on, their relationship issues, or for me, the last, like, several times we've had a Mercury retrograde, I'm always like, oh yeah, I need to, like, go on this new diet and eat better and go to the gym. And so I just want to remind you guys, like, it's okay to replan and to rethink those things. Allow those things to come up. That's what the retrograde is for. The retrograde is literally the universe's way of just, how do I put it? Just, getting us to revisit the things that we need to revisit. So, like, for me, like, for example, like, if I wanted to start a new diet or something, this would be a great time for me to look at, like, okay, well, how am I going to do this when the retrograde's over? Like, what am I going to do? Am I going to get a fitness and nutrition coach? Am I going to get a gym membership? Am I going to start exercising or going for a walk every day for 30 minutes? What's it going to be? So, it's a great time to just think about those things and, like, have a plan ready. And then when Mercury goes direct on, I can't remember, it's either, like, the 3rd or the 4th. When Mercury goes direct, act on those things. And it is a little bit more challenging too, because Mars is also retrograde, so that's kind of tough. But, like I said, just be patient with yourself, plan, and then just wait to act on anything, if you can help it. Obviously, we cannot put our lives on pause for Mercury retrograde. And back to what I actually really wanted to say before was, everyone thinks that with Mercury retrograde that, like, the world's gonna fall apart and all this bad stuff is gonna happen. And really, like, it's not so much that Mercury, causes bad things to happen. We're just revisiting things in our head. So we're in that mental energy that's usually going outward, where we're communicating and talking to people and doing stuff. It's just that energy is going inward. We're communicating with ourselves. We're rethinking our plans and how we do things. And that's okay. That's a beautiful thing, because it's good to sometimes go back and revise and replan things. Like, embrace this energy, use it, work with it. I was talking to someone recently who said, Mercury retrograde doesn't affect them because they just believe that their own energy was so solid. And on some level, yeah, that's true. If you tell yourself something, then your brain will subconsciously start working to prove to you why it's true or not. But I don't even think that, like, we should be resisting the energy. And really, it was funny to me because this person she was still obviously being affected by the retrograde, because that's what because she was having all these other problems that she was talking to me about. And, it was very obvious to me that she was revisiting and rethinking some things. So I wouldn't say we're immune to it. I think some people, sorry, my nose is itchy, are probably more susceptible to noticing it than others. But like I said, it's the way things are. Like, you can work with this energy. Like, I love this time. Like, I love being quiet. I like not having my phone blow up with messages. The only thing I would say is just be mindful of the fact that, like, if you're trying to set an appointment with someone or you're trying to do something, you might have to follow up with those people. And it's okay to follow up with people, because a lot of times, like, if they're like me, like, I forgot to reply to, like, 3 different messages recently. And, that's okay. That's okay. It's okay to just, message someone and be like, hey, I messaged you about this. Can you help me? Whatever. So yeah, just, follow up with people, be mindful of who you're getting back to and who you're not. And it's all going to be okay. We're going to have a great retrograde. Just learn to embrace that energy. And what else did I want to tell you? Oh, and it's also in Scorpio. So, your emotions might be really intense right now. We also just had a new moon. So I would look to see where Scorpio is in your chart to see how the retrograde's really going to affect you. I'm trying to think. I think for me, it's in my 8th or my 9th house. So it's either going to be, I'm either going to be focused on, like, my shared finances or investments, or it's going to be more like I'm big on my, like, spirituality and religion. I haven't quite, what kind of word is that? I haven't really fully figured it out, because I haven't thought a lot about it, yet, because I've been very focused on other things right now. But, yeah. So, like I said, you can work with this Mercury retrograde. It's not the end of the world. It's not bad. Like, mix-ups happen, delays happen. Delays are huge with Mercury retrograde. Like, you can travel during Mercury retrograde, but I always tell people, like, make sure you're bringing everything you need when you go, and you have everything you need when you go back. Those are my 2 big things. And then I always tell people too, like, expect delays. Like, if you're traveling during Mercury retrograde, not that I don't think a lot of people are traveling right now, but if you are traveling for whatever reason, you might find that you have a layover that lasts longer than it needs to, or maybe you go to a restaurant and, there's issues with the restaurant and it takes longer for you to get your food. That is all normal Mercury retrograde stuff, and it's just, we just have to have a little patience, take deep breaths, meditate, just really, calm down, know that everything is going to be okay. Everything's happening as it should be. And we don't need to have our lives ruined because of Mercury retrograde, or we don't need to hide in the house or be afraid of it. Because like I said, it happens for a reason. It's okay to revisit some things. So I think that's all I wanted to say. I just figured since I was going to make coffee. This is so good. You guys, the frother that I bought the other day that I showed on here is literally just look at this. It's so good. That was such a good purchase. I'm so happy with it. But yeah, I just figured I would make myself some coffee and just come on here and talk to you guys for a bit because Mercury retrograde was on my mind. And I love you guys, and I love chatting with you guys and just being in this little community. And, if you didn't know already, there's a new podcast episode out. I think, what did I talk about? I talked about, how to interpret your dreams. So be sure to go check that out. If you're watching this on Instagram, the link to go listen to it's in the bio. And yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll do more of these live streams. I really want to, just try to be here more. And just drop whatever stuff comes to my head. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll start doing this as a weekly thing. I'm kind of thinking, and you guys will have to let me know what, I'm curious. Let me know what works best for you guys who watch this stuff. But I'm thinking Thursdays at I don't know, maybe 4 p.m. or maybe a little bit earlier. I'm thinking maybe I'll do weekly live streams where we can just chat and talk. And yeah, I want to do some on Facebook too. So, which if you're not in my Facebook group yet, you should go check it out. There's a link to that in the bio as well. Oh my god, my dog. I don't know if you guys can hear him, but my dog is being so whiny right now. He just I don't even know what his deal is, but, yeah. So, yeah, I'm thinking Thursdays at 4 p.m. I'll try to do a weekly, live stream where I can just chat and talk to you guys and basically almost do a whole other, not a podcast, but just talk about, random stuff, whatever's going on with the stars, or we can talk about astrology or tarot or spirit guides or whatever you guys want to know about. But if I did do something like that, I'm going to anyways, but let me know if there's a day or a time that works best for you guys, because I half the reason I do this is for you guys. I do it for me too, but there's if you guys aren't actually able to watch it or aren't watching it, it doesn't really work out, even though there's a replay feature. I just think it's really cool to be able to interact more with you guys and see what's going on with you. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. I love you. I hope you guys have an awesome week. I hope you have an awesome rest of Mercury retrograde, and I'll talk to you later. Oh.